Welcome back to Mastering AWS Step Functions. This lesson we learn about the past state and the additional fields that can be used with the past state. Then we will create a small state machine example to see past state in action. The past state, it has the type is pass as it is argument. It passes the input to the output without performing any work. So past states are useful when constructing and debugging state machines. In addition to the common state fields, past states allow the following optional field. Result, it refers to the output of a virtual task that is passed on to the next state. If you include the result path field in your state machine definition, result is placed as specified by result path and passed on to the next state. The result path specified where to place the output relative to the input of the virtual task specified in result. The input is further filtered as specified by the output path field if present before being used as the state's output. Parameters created a collection of key value pairs that will be passed as input. You can specify parameters as a state or as a static value or select from the input using a path. Here's an example of a past state that injects some fixed value or some fixed data into the state machine. Let's start by creating a state machine. We select standard as the flow type or as the workflow type. Then we click next. Click on the flow tab and draw a past state into the middle of the workflow. Click next to access the ASL editor. We will replace the past definition with this definition. We are going to name the state no-op. Its type is pass. The result would contain two values for x and y datum. The result path would create a data structure named coords. It's short for coordinates. Finally, the next step is the end state. This is the current past state. We have a state and its name is pass. We renamed the state to become no-op. This is also changed in the start at field. When we are done, we will click next and move to the next page. In this page, we give our state machine a name and we create a new execution role or use an existing one. I'm going to use the same existing execution role that I created in lesson 3. When done, click on create a state machine. Let's start an execution. In the start machine page or in the start execution page, let's first provide our input. I modified the default input and provided some meaningful input as I want to know the coordinates of home. Click next. Next, we click on start execution. In the next page, we will see a success message. Scroll down until we see the workflow. Click on the past state that is named no-op, and to the right under the input and output tab we can see the output. If you look into it, we know that the coordinates of home was included with the output message. So in this lesson we have learned all about the past state and we saw it in action. Next lesson we will learn about the task state.